Now, you may have seen the monks setting themselves on fire or laying down on the ground in some dark cave somewhere. You may have saw this and said, "Oh my God, how holy are they?" Well, what are they telling you? They are maybe making a statement, a proof of the here on after, how everything is just related. We see this simple scheme of things that if you want information, you can transfer it to an SD or a hard drive or an E drive, you just, or a CD or a compact disc, or what do we call it today? We see the continuation of things, that the micro is the macro. But the problem with the monks is that they lay down and die. And how can you help people if you lay down and die? How can you be a bodhisattva if you believe you must shave your head and wear yellow and red? You are only following a tradition, a rule. Many people become monks or whatnot. They choose celibacy. They choose all these things. However, they're no different than anything else. They're contributing to the problem. Because, for one, they have instilled a religion, usually Hinduism or Buddhism, and they believe that this is the correct way, that if you follow a set of orders, much like the Christians do, much like anybody does, they believe that if you follow these correct things, they don't understand why the scriptures are written, but if they believe if you do this, it associates yourself with holiness. You set yourself on fire. What are you saying? You're making a statement for a moment. Yes, the eternal bliss of just knowing everything shall be okay, but you can no longer teach people. You've taken a great amount of wisdom, or at least intention, and set it on fire, or you've sat down and just died. Now, all things die. That's a common variable of all things. What dies feeds the living, okay? The common system, all right? But if you sit down to make a holy statement and say, like, I'm practically killing myself to make a statement, it's suicide. You could make a minor course adjustment and just explain to people that all things are ruled by symbols and just words and things, and this is the way it's always been, it's the way it always shall be, and that people judge first and think later. They take their guns to town, etc. You understand that in the youth of something, that all things are related, and that you understand that nations are practically houses built by people. Log cabins are built by logs. Brick houses are built by bricks. Nations are built by people. States, counties, whatever, are built by people. It's relative. See, the same government that tells me you shall not smoke a cigarette on YouTube is the same government who will send children to war. It's asinine. It's asinine. Oh my God, it's so completely hypocritical and just backwards. It's backwards. The head and tail, the alpha, omega, beginning and the end. It's so ridiculous. You change the name of cigarettes from light to gold to whatever. You change the name of alcohol. You change the name. You change the pronouns. You change everything. This attention to detail. Eventually, if you keep scrubbing, I want you to understand something. If you keep cleaning the floor, you will erode the floor. Okay? You keep working away at it, everything will disappear. Does that make sense to you? Does that make sense? You want to clean it so much? Well, if you keep scrubbing on it, this is a metaphor for if you keep trying to fix things, you're going to destroy it. It's going to be destroyed. You subtract things. Every time, it's a game of integers, okay? When you touch something, it disappears. And this is what happens with life. People are so worried about it, so concerned about it, that they will just, their causes and cares will destroy the world. Every scripture has always written this. You're all Nazis. You are only people who are concerned with fashion, fame, money, things. And if you keep whittling away, it disappears. You keep adding more and more and more and more, it falls down. Quite simple.